Karthik's gonna have a tough time remembering everyone's name.
No, it displays here. Okay, all right, guys. Hi, hello, and welcome to yet another episode of IPL Tidbits with Sid, Kar, Shash, Kanaka, Manas, and Rahul.
Well
Just
done,
kidding,
well
guys.
done.
Yeah. No, it actually displays. Okay, it's actually quite easy. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Welcome everyone to the show. How are you guys doing? How's the Sunday coming along?
Yeah, all excited for a Super Sunday.
Yeah, we're all waiting for the upcoming match.
All right. Hey, come on, guys. You should tell that excited, okay? You should not say, yeah, all excited. All
Oh,
right,
that
guys.
was because of the wipe from the last match, yesterday's match.
Oh my God. I was about to say that, okay? I'm sure a lot of people slipped off yesterday watching the
Yeah.
match, but we are going to discuss all of that in the day that was.
By when you
But-
say everyone slept up, by that you mean only you, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Even I
know,
slept.
I know. Lot of people actually were awake, and I was just kidding, guys. It was a good match. But first of all, I want to start off with Kanaka. Like T20 total is built up with bravery. You have to go for the shots. You have to have that intent and score runs. But it looked like KKR thought, what, we're losing too many wickets in the power play. Let's make sure we don't lose wickets in the power play. Nobody went for the shots. What happened there, Kanaka?
Yeah, I think they were off to a really slow start. And even then, no one was taking a lot of risks. I think Rahul Tripathi was sort of getting in there, but then again, he lost his wicket. And then after that, again, everyone still tried to play it safe, but still ended up losing their wicket eventually. So I don't know what was going on in their mind yesterday.
Yeah, it was just as if like they wanted to play it too safe and nothing happened. Shash, so
Yeah.
they have a lot of resources, okay? They've got people like Morgan and DK and like Rana, okay, and Gill. Gill is someone who has actually bossed the Australian fast bowling attack. Okay, they seem to be wasting a lot of resources, right? They're not going for the shots. Morgan was run out without even facing a ball. I think that's the problem with KKR.
Yes, I just want to ask whether they were playing the match in Mumbai or in Chennai yesterday, because the kind of total that they got, it was definitely not for that kind of a pitch.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it's a very poor performance if you ask me. There was absolutely no intent from them right from the beginning. Gill and Rana, I don't know what they were doing. Like they were 25 for 1 or something, right? At the end of
at the
6
end of the
overs.
power play, correct?
Yeah. I think except for Rahul Tripathi, as Kanaka mentioned, no one else showed any intent. That was a surprising part. And Morgan got out in a very freakish manner. You don't see that that often, actually, a run out like that. I guess they have to think about their batting. As I mentioned yesterday, that someone like Sunil Narayan is wasted in the middle order. He
Right.
should be there right at the top, trying to provide some intent. And because Gill and Rana, they look very similar in terms of their approach. So they have a lot of thinking to do.
So that seems to be the problem with KKR. Lot of thinking to do. But right when they thought, what, like we have been settled and let's go for the slog, Manas, this guy Chris Morris comes up 18th over. Okay, with all his variations, and we have talked about him being the $1 million buy. Okay, with all his variations, it takes 2 crucial wickets. Okay, Russell and DK, and that kind of sealed the match, right? So talk about Morris's man of the match performance.
Yeah, that was the expectation from Morris anyway, because they spent so much on him. He was the highest paid cricketer this season also in the auction. So that is kind of expected from him, and it's good that he delivered in the death overs because that's when the most pressure is. And when you see KKR batting again, like I told last time, the batting starts at number 5. And that's when Chris Morris came and wrecked the havoc there. And yeah, it's a good thing that Chris Morris is playing in the death, and that could definitely win a few matches for Rajasthan in the future also.
All right, so Chris Morris was very valuable at the slog overs, and that actually proved to be the difference. So Rahul, okay, it was a small chase, but somebody has to be there. And what do you think? Captain Sanju Samson, he took the responsibility and ensured that, okay, RR saw the chase through.
Yeah, I think Sanju Samson, he held it back. He had such big shots, but in the end, like he tried to deliver as a captain. He stuck to the team. And he stuck to the game until the last. He was playing with all the players, and he didn't try to risk it a lot. And I
Alright.
think that intent of him is very good to watch. And he
Alright.
showed a good performance also yesterday.
Yeah, it was nice to see Sanju Samson stepping up. Okay, Sid, you've been a big fan of Sanju Samson all the way. So nice to see him play captain's knock, and looks like RR are trying to get back into form, right? I find their mettle back in the competition.
Yeah, he had a lot of responsibility on his shoulders and he delivered. That's what he does. We all know his potential and he did a great job. I'm so happy.
All right, guys. So in the end, it turned out to be a pretty easy victory for the Rajasthan Royals. So they are with 4 points, and as all of us believe, KKR has a lot of thinking to do. I'm sure like McCallum is going to take a lot of notes. Okay, and I'm sure like people are going to watch it. All right, guys. Moving on, we are on to a Super Sunday, and that's why a lot of people are here. Okay, a lot of people are excited. Yeah, and you know, right? So say I most of us live in Bangalore over here, and being CSK fans, we always build CSK versus RCB as the match of the tournament. Okay, as a blockbuster clash. But is it fair to say that this season, okay, it is actually the match of the tournament? The two strongest teams are playing. What do you guys think? Kanaka, your thoughts on it?
Yeah, definitely. We are doing number one versus number two, and it's gonna be a thrill to watch this. It's unpredictable. The match can go any way. Like I don't want to make any sort of predictions or anything because this match can turn out to be anything. But I think what it is mainly is just purely entertainment. Definitely RCB all the way.
Yeah, so we know who Sid is supporting, and we know like from the jersey that she's wearing, we know what Kanaka is supporting as well. But then Rahul, okay, so I know, you know what, something, okay, Rahul called me today and said, hey, why are you talking bad about Dhoni? Da? I'm not coming for your show and all. I said, no, Macha, we didn't talk bad about Dhoni and all that. We are actually Dhoni fans. All right, Rahul, it's going to be Captain Cool versus Captain Aggressive.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rahul, like, what about that battle? Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, previously, if you see in RCB's team, they were not that balanced, but this year they've come back very strong. When you see if they have to like, if they have to
He
see
said
that
previously, yeah.
previous
This year
year,
they're balanced.
not this year. Yeah, this year they are very balanced. When you
Still
say
made it to the
that,
semis, bro. Last
Yeah,
year.
I know
yeah.
that was because we were not that
Hey,
good in
Mata,
the
you
tournament
remember
last year.
they had that playoff party and all. Remember?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
just RCB being themselves, man. They want to entertain their fans.
Yeah, that's good. But that was nice. We actually
Even
enjoyed
last year CSK had send-off party.
No, we wanted to go to Australia yearly and acclimatize. Okay,
Yeah.
so that was the whole idea. We directly went there, no? Yeah, that was the idea.
But
No,
this
Who was
year
there from your squad?
no,
Just
that's
let me
what Shash is
recollect.
now thinking. Who from CSK went?
Yeah,
to
that's what I'm
Australia?
thinking. Who was going early, man? I mean,
Hey,
who
Deepak
was there
Chahar
from your
went, man.
squad?
I think so.
yeah, Deepak Chahar, yeah, was the main bowler.
Yeah, main bowler he
He
went.
played in T20s. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. All right. So yeah, Rahul. So that is a thing that we will have to look forward to. So what about Captain Cool? We'll talk about Dhoni, man. So I'm just going to open the floor and talk about Dhoni as much as you want. Yeah.
I think Dhoni has to, like he'll have his always master plan ready for all the guys who are very important in the RCB side, especially Maxwell and ABD. And also now that Parikal is one of the main players of RCB. Maybe they'll have a, great execution to, take the early wickets of
Rahul, I have a question for
Kohli.
you.
And yes,
Considering how Dhoni hasn't been performing at all this entire season, do you think it's time he finally retires, calls it quits, and puts his foot on the railing and say, okay, guys.
I think maybe Dhoni as a batsman, he's not doing that great, but as a captain, I think he's still there.
Hey, Macha, he's a talada.
Yeah, he's there, but you
has to be there.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
You have 10 more matches to go, but
Tata.
maybe he'll find his form again.
Since even if he becomes a Tata, he's still the Tala.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
Captain Cool.
So Manas.
Yeah.
So two contrasting teams, RCB is like full of flair, okay, full of fireworks. Okay, but CSK is like, okay, like we take it slow, we take it light, and they have the batting depth. They go right till number 11, as Shash always keeps saying. So how is that matchup going to work today?
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, CSK, every batsman against RCB, they have only, they don't score much, but every batsman has like average of 30-35. So even if the top 6 scores 30 each, then it will reach 180 easily.
And then we have Sam Curran coming in, right?
Yeah. So that is something that RCB should look at to get all of them out. because everyone is someone who scores.
You got only
30
120
and-
balls, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look that dangerous. Like when you see that each player is scoring just 30, but when you see the total at the end, it might become a huge total. So,
Right.
but then we have Kohli and Devdutt, so we need not worry that much.
So as Manas predicted last time, right? We don't even need Maxwell. That's what he predicted. Okay, and that actually came true. Okay. All right, Shash.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you've been living in Bangalore. Have you ever got the chance to watch the CSK versus RCB matches in stadium? And just talk us through that atmosphere. No, what does it mean, CSK versus RCB?
Fortunately, many times I've got a chance to watch the RCB versus CSK game. It's something else, man.
Any match which RCB won?
Yeah, a few matches.
A few matches.
Definitely.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So talk us through.
Yeah,
that
I do
experience.
remember. There was this one match where I think Uttappa got stuck into Ashwin at the end. You know, where he scored 50-odd runs.
I watched that match 2010. Yeah.
2010.
Yeah.
So we were in a very tricky position, and we ended up getting 170 or something, and we ended up winning that match quite comfortably.
What happened to that match?
We got around 170 or something.
No, we won.
We won.
Yeah.
No, he was asking about the games. If I've seen whichever I've seen, whether RCB has won.
RCB
so I was
has won.
responding to that itself.
See, for me, the best part about CSK versus RCB matches is especially at the Chinnaswamy, there's a bunch of 5 or 6 CSK supporters around some 200 RCB supporters. Okay.
No, man. Actually, no. If I have to be honest, there's quite a bit of turnout from Chennai for the CSK game. I would say it's almost like 60-40. Like whenever I've gone and watched the match, or let's say like 70-30 to be practical.
Yeah.
But it's something else. Definitely missing the atmosphere in the crowd. Yeah, it's definitely like a festival, I would say. When you go and watch the match there, the atmosphere is just incredible.
So that's what I used to do. Okay, for a 7:30 match, I used to get there at 4:30, park the bike at Cubbon Park. Okay, so
it's madness.
Get into this madness and actually see players like Kohli walking out for practice, right? And players like Dhoni walking out for practice, and I think that is one amazing thing. And I'm sure we're going to miss it. All right, Kanaka, your favorite CSK versus RCB memory till now?
I think it was in 2019. That's the most recent one I can remember. When I think it was the second match or the first, I don't remember, but Dhoni in the last over, Umesh Yadav was bowling and Dhoni was, I thought they had the game, but then in the last moment when we won, oh, that joy, it was like all that tension builds up and then suddenly we just win, and it was amazing. Like that's the most recent one I can remember.
Yeah, I would say it was more of a relief, right? Because they needed 2 runs from 1 ball, and Parthy Patel got the run out.
Yeah. I remember, right? I think Dhoni would get that match from out of nowhere. Right?
Yeah, they needed 25 something of the last over. Umesh, as usual, was dishing up. He was serving up
full tosses half volleys and bowling in Dhoni's slot. All right, Sid. Okay, so I know, these are all like kids and they talk about the excitement. Okay, so what is it with we always seen a lot thing about being the first among equals, right? So especially being the neighboring states, okay, first among equals, okay, and they're really 2 good teams. I know, like Dhoni and Kohli share great respect for each other. Okay, so what does it mean, Sid? This entire rivalry and the banter, what does it mean for you?
Oh, this question can have a debate of its own.
Right.
But it's basically we've grown up idolizing 2 people, right? I mean, not grown up, but at least we've become fond of 2 very iconic cricketers. One is MS Dhoni, one is Virat Kohli. So at times when you have to decide who to support, you suddenly have doubts in your own head. Should I support Dhoni because, well, he's been a legend of the game, or do you want to support Kohli because he's an equally bigger legend of the game? So it's tough to decide, man. But then obviously heart is home is where the heart is, so you have to go with RCB. But then of course CSK is a wonderful team, so looking forward to them losing to RCB again today.
So I'm sure, I don't know the exact stats, but I'm sure the head-to-head would say CSK are probably slightly ahead. Okay, and that's what it would say. Rahul, your favorite memory of CSK was RCB?
Yeah, as Kanaka mentioned earlier, last year, I mean 2019, when Dhoni had, almost he finished the match, and then we had our Shardul Thakur, he got run out. No, that was very disappointing. That was in my head for almost like 1 week, man. I was just replaying that video
I
and
thought when
watching.
I said favorite, I thought you would talk about that no ball. Okay, I still remember that no ball out of all those matches. RP Singh's no ball. I'm not sure if you guys remember. Okay,
no, that was Pune, right? They were playing for Pune.
Yeah, that
no.
was.
Hey, no, it was SKS RCB. Wherein like that last ball, Kohli.
Okay.
I mean,
Jadeja.
catch would be taken. Yeah, Jadeja.
Okay.
Yeah,
As third man. Okay.
Okay, I think that's a very
Correct.
yeah, and Kohli would be running like this, and suddenly he will realize it's a no ball. Okay, yeah. I know that's a nice memory for at least CSK fans. All right, Manas. Okay, so what does this match mean for you? CSK vs RCB and your favorite RCB, this memory of this rivalry.
Yeah, we don't have much favorite memories, of course, because RCB has not won as many matches against CSK. But again, like Kanaka and Shash told that Parthiv Patel's run out. That was one of the most exciting matches in the last few years. And again, Kohli's performances have been good in against CSK. So those last year he hit a 90. That was a good knock by Kohli against CSK.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that same knock again today in Wankhede, since Kohli has a great average here.
But I think like one great memory for RCB was like I remember the 2009. I think it was a semi-final. That time we used to play semi-finals. Okay, and Kohli, a very young Kohli, coming and smashing Muralidharan for 2 straight sixes.
Yeah, in the Wanderers.
Yes, to finish off the match.
Yeah.
So guys, okay, so as we talked about, okay, at least for a lot of us here, okay, it's a battle of the first among equals, which I'm sure it's there between cousins, it's there between brothers, it's like that. And for me, the best thing is the office banter, the next day you go, okay, so in the breakfast table, you have a lot of fans from CSK, a lot of fans from RCB, okay, and we actually enjoy having that banter. So looking forward to a super match today. Okay, it's of course the Chennai Super Kings taking on the Royal Challengers Bangalore. But don't forget, we have one more match as well today. All right, so the Sunrisers Hyderabad taking on the Delhi Capitals. All right, Kanaka, this is going to be the final. No, come on, man. We have a lot of.
I mean, first,
first
we have to get through this game. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. All right. So Kanaka, so it's going to be the final game at Chepak. Okay, so a lot of teams would be happy to probably get out of Chepak because like the batting has not been very, very easy. Okay, it's always been difficult to set a target at Chepak, right? I mean, like,
I don't know about other teams, but Ben Stokes will definitely be relieved.
Yes, yeah. Ben Stokes is going to be, even if he's sitting there in England, he's going to be relieved. So what do you think teams should do? If you're batting first at Chepak, what kind of a target that you should look forward to and what should be your strategy?
Definitely they should try to like not play safe all the time. Like I know you must consider that you must keep your wickets safe, but don't play it so safe that you end up playing so slow that you end up number one boring fans off, and then oh my god, what are you doing? And then they should work something at least 150, 160 there somewhere. It's very you go anyways, but
it's a defendable target. Okay, probably 150, 160 is very challenging. And Manas, especially with a team like Delhi, who has got Amit Mishra, R. Ashwin, I mean, who grew up in these conditions. Okay, so I'm sure they will be backing up like probably a score like 160. And if at all any team can set a target there, it is Delhi Capitals, right? With the kind of batting that they have.
Yeah, but we should not underestimate Sunrisers because Sunrisers are bad in the first 3 games. But with the Williamson coming back in, there will be some pressure off Warner. And Warner can set a huge target or chase it also if needed. Similar with the Bairstow or Williamson. So we should not underestimate Sunrisers. Being that Delhi Capitals is having a strong top order, top 5, you can say. Because even Haithmeyer can come and hit a quick fire 50 or something. And Dhawan is in a good form these days. So yeah, Delhi Capitals can set up a huge target, but Sunrisers should not be
too much daunted by it because they too have the batting power. Shash, I was just about to say that Sunrisers, okay, probably they've got a start. Okay, they have won 1 match now. Okay, and kind of finding the balance, right? I mean, Nattu is out of the tournament. That's a big loss for them. But okay, Williamson is back, and I'm sure they're trying to find the balance right.
Is definitely with Williamson coming back in the team, it provides much more stability in the middle order, as we have discussed before, and even some experience as well. you would expect someone like Warner and Johnny Bairstow to get them off to a pretty good start because they're naturally aggressive players. It's about how the middle order copes up with, putting up a big score, or, how they perform is what is going to define how they play this particular game. On the other hand, Delhi have Akshar Patel, who's come back, but I don't think they will play him right away.
Immediately, right?
But he would have been a pretty good option on the Chennai pitch, where he's also handy with a bat as well. It will be interesting to see if they play him or not, but it'll be a good game.
Yeah, if you remember, he had a dream debut to the same Chennai pitch just a couple of months back.
He replaced the injured Ravindra Jadeja, and did he fill his spot, and how did he fill his spot?
Exactly. I mean, we didn't even realize that Ravindra Jadeja was missing. Yeah, so that was the...
Both from the same state, no? So I think they produce a lot of left-arm spinners, man. I mean, Gujarat has that.
Gujarat, that's what Kohli was also telling, right? What's this with Gujarat bowlers? All right, Rahul. So which team are you going for? Like the Butta Bombas?
I think SRH, because I've always been a big fan of David Warner. The kind of energy that he brings on the ground.
Okay, so I thought like you've been a big fan of Allu Arjun.
David Warner. Allu Arjun is a Telugu hero.
And I think his TikTok videos also, you might start liking, no? David Warner's energy in the TikTok videos as well.
Yeah, so I'm a big fan of his TikTok, but there is a talk going on that only because of David Warner, TikTok got banned in India. So I'm not very sure about that, but yeah.
You don't want to hear that though.
Yeah. All right, guys. So that's also going to be a super match on a Super Sunday, SRH versus the Delhi Capitals. So to round things off, guys. Okay, so coming back to CSK versus RCB. All right, Manas, who do you think is going to be the X factor for RCB today?
Virat Kohli.
Virat Kohli. All right. So Rahul, how do you get Virat Kohli out?
I think Deepak Taha should do something.
Okay, probably with the swinging ball. Okay, he can get. So who do you think is going to be the X factor for CSK today?
Moeen Ali.
Moeen Ali. All right.
Yeah, I think he's gonna take the revenge because they let him out last year.
Yeah, I mean that's always been the pattern, right?
Yeah.
All right. So Kanaka, how do you get Moeen Ali out with the bat and with the ball? Like, how do you face him with the ball?
With the ball, definitely have those big people like Virat, Padikkal, just go hard against him, like completely shatter his confidence. And, with the bat, I think we have people like Harshal Patel, we have people like Jamieson, they can do the job very well. Very true, because like Moeen Ali is not someone who likes the short ball coming up and all the bouncers and stuff. Yeah, and we do have tall fast bowlers, right? Jamieson and Jai Richardson is also there, right?
No, Kane Richardson.
Kane Richardson is also there. Yeah, so it could very be a thing. So Shash, your X factor for RCB?
I would go with the local guy Padikkal, just because he's confident, and his innings the previous night was just something else, man. Yes. So I would just back him today as well, considering that he's got that confidence in him right now.
All right, so it was a flawless innings, and probably I'm sure CSK would be hoping for probably Chahar or Shardul Thakur to come in and take the wicket. All right, Sid. So everything is ready at home. Like you got your TV, you got your lunch, and everything ready. All excited for today's match. Oh, you had order lunch. Okay. All right, guys. Okay. So thank you so much, everyone. Manas, Rahul, okay, Kanaka, for joining us today. Okay, so I'm sure you're all excited. I'm sure Sid, Shash, and I are super excited about today because it's going to be a Super Sunday. And remember, this is going to be the link to predict your man of the match for both the matches. Okay, and yesterday the man of the match was Chris Morris for his wonderful performance, and we had quite a few right entries for it. So, guys, ready to go for the lucky dip? Yes. Yeah. Drum rolls, guys. Drum rolls. 10. All right. So the winner is, here we go, Deepak Agrawala.
Okay.
It's Agrawal. Okay, I don't know. Okay. It says Deepak Agrawal. All right. Congratulations. Well done, Deepak. Well done. So we've seen Deepak has been predicting right a lot of times. And yeah, so Super Sunday has been his lucky day. All right, guys. Yes, exactly. So cheers, guys. Thank you so much, everyone. Enjoy your Sunday. Stay safe. It's a lockdown in most of the places. Stay home, tune into your TV and enjoy the cricket. Cheers, guys. Thank you.